Alright guys, welcome to another one of my videos building on a Super Typhon. Alright, in today's video we have the dog bones here. We got the motor here with the center diff. We're gonna drop in another gear. We're gonna drop in let me find the pieces that I need here. We're gonna change the gear in the motor, and I'm looking for a piece. Looking for something that I put over here last night. We're gonna put in the center drive. It's gonna be direct drive. It's gonna get rid of that little guy right there. All right, so let's remove 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. All right, and I need to get my drill here. All right, I'm gonna work without the drill because the drill is an issue. This has a lock thread, that's what it is. They're super tight and you cannot heat them because the top piece is plastic. See, they put a Loctite on that. So that's one. Alright, where did my screw go? That's 2. Loctite. These, I think they should come off of my drill, but let me just continue. Because this end is in plastic. They did not put Loctite on it. Only on the other 2 screws. Alright guys, there we have it. Alright, 4 screws. This guy should come right out. The diff, center diff should come right out. Alright, and it should have been coming out like that. Alright, but anyways, there it goes. We need to remove the cups here, put it onto the other one. Alright, and the cups should have a bolt. Let's see, where's the bolt for these cups? Should be right. And these bearings look pretty good. Did not have a lot of drives with this car, so it's all good. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a small break and I'm gonna come back. Alright guys, I'm back. Took a break. Plus I got me a little tissue here. We are gonna need this, right? Because we're gonna dismantle this little diff, center diff. Alright, this is what we're gonna dismantle right here. Right, and we're gonna replace it with this little guy. Alright, so it's gonna be direct drive right there. Right, that's what we're gonna replace it with. It has oil inside, gear oil, very thick oil, so that's why I got a tissue here. Because we need to take out this cup and this cup with the bearing. It has 2 rods inside. Alright guys, so there's my tissue. What we're gonna do is take out these 4 little screws. That's 1. That's 2. Alright, let me take these screws, put them away. And we got the last one left. After this, we should be able to pop this gear off and look what's inside of this diff. Alright, there it is. And look at that. Got very thick gear roll inside. And what we're gonna do next is you need like a flathead screwdriver or a blade or anything would work. We're gonna lift up this gear right here. Right below it, it has a little pin. Alright. I wish I had something better than this. Let me go grab a flathead screwdriver. Alright. Here comes the flathead screwdriver. Let's lift this gear up. Just go all around. If you're doing the same thing, it's not gonna be easy. And then it should drop just like that, alright? And then you have that little pin right there, right? That's what's holding everything in there. Let me wipe it down a little bit. Alright, so don't lose that pin because we're gonna use that little pin. Use a needle nose to pull it out, the pin. And there we have our bearing right here. This is what we're gonna need, the cup and the bearing, alright? And we're gonna do the same thing for the opposite side, but we have to take out all these gears and everything. With that very thick oil is gonna make things very difficult. Right? But I'm sure we can manage something. Right, they're coming out if I keep tapping it like that. Alright, but before that, let me take my pin here. Let me put it somewhere safe so I don't lose it, because if I lose it, everything goes to waste. I'll put it right there. I'll take my little center cup here. We're no longer going to be working with oil because it's going to be direct drive. And don't lose that little washer right there, because that's what holds the bearing in place. That's one. Let's tap the rest of the differential mechanism out. Look at that, it's all coming out. Whole bunch of components that we're not gonna use unless we go back to it. There's so many little pieces inside. Alright, I should be able to pull it out at one point. Oh, it went right back in. It's probably spring loaded or not spring loaded, just a lot of rods. I would like to keep it in position where I don't lose the whole order, but we have it out. Alright, we need to get that little gear in the center off also. How am I gonna do that? No idea. Let me go get a couple of picks. Alright, so maybe the pick can help me get that gear off. Alright, yeah, there you go. It's out. Alright, let me slide the pin off. Right inside there's a pin, just like we did one earlier. Grab it with your needle nose, turn it to an area where you got more room. All I need is my cup. Alright, there's my cup. There's probably a race in there, which we don't need. Alright, we don't need. That can stay behind. Alright, I'm not gonna be using any of this stuff, so I'll just throw this stuff back. I'll keep my diff as one piece just in case I do want to go back. Alright, so it's not gonna be easy. So much grease on this. Did the little surgery, got what I needed, but this is not back to the spot that it belongs. Alright, I'll leave this to the side. We'll take care of this later. Same thing with this gear. To the side. And the 4 little bolts for it. I'm gonna grab them and I'm gonna leave it together. All right, we'll get back to that later. This little race fell out of the other side. Let me leave that there also. But guys, we got what we needed here, right? We needed our cup. We needed a little pin. All right, that's the little pin. Let me save that. Where did my bearing? Did it stay behind? The bearing stayed behind. All right. I'm missing a piece. All right. I think that little piece that fell off is part of the bearing. All right. That's what's gonna keep the bearing in place. All right. That goes here, and then the bearing goes, and that's what keeps the bearing in place. All right. So let's get this thing going. So let me wipe my hands off. We no longer need this little guy. We don't need the blade. We don't need any of this stuff. All right, my hands are clean. Here comes the little guy. This little black piece right here that says Heart Racing on it, you can pop it off just like that. All right, it has a little seal down there. This is where all this goes. All right, the bearing is gonna sit on there really nice. This pin is gonna go right through that hole. All right, guys, took a little break because something confused me. All right over here, you can put the pin in, but there's nothing to block this pin. This little cup that I had here is supposed to go on top of it, but it will not go with the bearing there, right? So we're gonna have to think of something, build something. All right, maybe we'll put a screw right through it, all right, instead of a pin. But let's leave this side alone. I'm gonna keep everything together there and put it away. I'm gonna put the cup back in, right? But we'll work on the opposite side. The opposite side works a little different. We're gonna be using this gear right here, guys. This gear becomes the cover. It becomes the cover for the little stud in the middle. All right. So this gear is a 34th teeth. All right. Make sure you have it the correct way. There's a hole right there that's gonna go into this. So you don't want to put it the opposite way, and then you have to take it all out. Let's get the cup on, and we have just enough space to look right there, but let's look on this side. It's more easier. So let's align the hole. It's right there, guys. The hole is right there. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take my needle nose here. Just gonna be careful I don't drop it. Let me lift this up with my needle nose, and I'm gonna put this right in the center. All right, just make sure it doesn't go right through, fall out through the other side. All right, once you have it in the spot, you can push it slowly in. All right, let's use something small. All right, there we have it, and we can push the gear on and it will not come out. All right, let's put this slowly there. We need to get more stuff out of the bag here. Came with a whole bunch of stuff. All right, let me open this bag, guys, without splattering everything all over. The bag has a small little bag inside with a whole bunch of screws inside. That's what we need. And it has washers. There's everything pretty much inside that bag. And I am going to be using a little bit of a Loctite here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take some of my Loctite and spill it on top of this bag. I could just dip it from there so I don't have to deal with this. So we're gonna need our Allen key here. We're gonna put one screw, then we're gonna put this little guy right there on top of it, which is gonna take space just like so. And then we have a small little washer right after that. And then the magic little guy right here, the Loctite. And we'll put our screw in there. I'm not gonna tighten this, I'm gonna just snug it because we got two more to go, right? So again, the little screw we have here, the little guy we have here is the oval according to the screw there. And then we have the small washer, which we cannot pick up. We have to slide it all the way over here. And then we'll dip it in the Loctite just a little bit. And we'll take this little guy right there. Hopefully my camera is focused, because right now my hands are tight. Let me see if my camera is focused. Yeah, so the camera is really focused, guys. Alright, little problem. It doesn't want to drop center. Just like the other one. So I'm losing this one off. So we can wiggle this one in. Let me do a little bit more, loosen it up a little bit more. Alright, there we have it, guys. Everything aligns in there perfectly. Now we're gonna have a direct drive. It's gonna be a lot of power. Hopefully we can go above 100. So we got the last guy here. One. It's 3 pieces. 2. And then we have the little washer. Right? And then a little bit of a Loctite. And there we have it, guys. Alright, we got all 3 in there, and we can lock these guys up really well, evenly. Alright, 1. This is in. Snug them all together so the flush of the gear, I'm sorry, it's flush, not off. The gear is nice and flush. Alright, and let me give it a good tightness to this. Same thing with the other one. Evenly, gently, alright? Don't just grab one, tighten it all the way. Then you will have a problem. Alright? There we have it, guys. Nice and tight. The little washer down below will be squeezed, and the lock thread will keep everything in place. Alright, there we have it, guys. Alright, guys, so there we have the drive and everything, guys. Over there need to work on one side, and we will look into that. But let me go up close, personal, so you guys can see what we did here. Alright, there we have it. My lighting is not the best, but there it is, guys. This will go in here, but the other way around. Or will it be this way? Yeah, it will be this way. Alright, just like so. Alright, and I'm gonna keep it moving, and I'm gonna figure out what we're gonna do with the second one. Alright, guys, we're back. You're probably wondering, how did I get that little guy in there? I split a little hole right there. Let me grab something here to show you guys. I spliced a little bit of hole in there, right? I ate up the little bit of metal. I did the same thing on the opposite side. All right, right there. Because this wasn't made for something like that. You could use some type of O-ring, but let's push this in. All right. You could use an O-ring or something, and you see how this works? It will block the view of it, and it's gonna be hard for it to come out. I am gonna put a little bit of top off of silicone right there, so which is this right here. The reason is to lock it down, right? When I bought this piece, I didn't think it would be like that. I gotta do a lot of research, see why it was not open from right there. It's supposed to be have some type of mechanism, but we want this drive, guys. We need this drive. This is what we're doing this for. All right, there we have it. We let that thing dry there. Meanwhile, that thing sits. We got new shafts there, but guys, and we have our little new, not a new. We got the motor mount right here, but we are gonna change the gear on this. To change the gear, we're gonna need to get to the center off. Let me clean this off. We need to go right in there, guys. Right there, you have a little Allen that fits right there. All right. I might have to heat this. It might be locked. It probably have a lock thread on it. But while it doesn't have a lock thread on it, slue's already. And there's the little guy that comes out. And we're gonna pop this gear off. Should come right out. All right, there it is. We got the gear off. All right, guys. Looking for the new gear.